Joshua, a central figure in the Old Testament, represents not just a storied leader, but a man of profound faith and commitment. His life, as chronicled in the Bible, offers a narrative rich with lessons on courage, leadership, and unwavering trust in God. Joshua was more than Moses' successor. He was a visionary who led the Israelites through pivotal moments, making his story both inspirational and instructive. His journey from a spy in Canaan to the leader who would usher the Israelites into the Promised Land showcases his growth and the divine support he received. His leadership was characterized by several miraculous events and strategic battles that underscore his close relationship with God. From the crossing of the Jordan River to the fall of Jericho, these episodes highlight how divine intervention can alter the course of history. Joshua's story is not merely about ancient conquests. It is about the timeless struggle and triumph of the human spirit when aligned with divine will. His life offers a blueprint for leadership that is not just about authority, but about serving a purpose greater than oneself. Every chapter of his life invites us to reflect on our capacity for faith and leadership in our own lives. Joshua's early years set the stage for his future achievements. Born into slavery in Egypt, his early life was marked by hardship and oppression. However, these difficulties did not hinder his growth. Instead, they fortified his character and prepared him for the challenges ahead. His upbringing in a time of turmoil taught him the virtues of resilience and perseverance, qualities essential for any leader. Joshua's journey from the bonds of slavery to a position of leadership is a testament to his determination and faith. Under the tutelage of Moses, Joshua was groomed for leadership. His role as Moses' assistant was not just a position of service, but one of learning and preparation. This period was crucial as it allowed Joshua to witness firsthand the responsibilities and trials of leadership. Moses' reliance on God's guidance provided Joshua with a model of spiritual leadership that he would later emulate. Joshua's experience as a spy sent to Canaan was pivotal. Along with Caleb, he returned with a positive report, demonstrating not only his faith, but also his ability to stand firm in his convictions against popular opinion. This episode revealed his unwavering commitment to God's promises, setting him apart as a leader of faith and vision. The transition of leadership from Moses to Joshua was not merely a change of command. It was a divinely ordained appointment that signified continuity in God's plan for Israel. As Moses' time as leader neared its end, he laid hands on Joshua, a symbolic act that conferred authority and spirit upon him. This moment was significant as it demonstrated God's choice in Joshua to lead his people, ensuring the Israelites that their journey under Joshua's guidance was under divine sanction. This passing of the mantle was underscored by God's direct charge to Joshua to be strong and courageous. These words from God were not just a command, but a promise of his continual presence and guidance. Joshua's leadership began with the challenging task of crossing the Jordan River, a miraculous event that echoed the Israelites' earlier crossing of the Red Sea under Moses. The successful crossing was a clear sign to the Israelites that Joshua was the right leader chosen by God, capable of leading them in their continued quest for the Promised Land. Joshua's assumption of leadership was marked by both divine approval and public acknowledgement, elements that are crucial in any transition of power. The Battle of Jericho is one of the most iconic episodes in Joshua's career, and a profound example of faith in action. As the Israelites approached the fortified city, the odds were decidedly against them. Yet the strategy given to Joshua by God was unconventional and required immense faith. March around the city for 6 days, and on the 7th day, shout and blow trumpets. This plan, devoid of conventional military tactics, tested not only Joshua's faith, but also that of his people. Joshua's adherence to this divine strategy demonstrates his deep trust in God's guidance. The subsequent collapse of Jericho's walls, following their faithful adherence to God's command, marked a significant victory and a powerful affirmation of God's presence with Israel. This battle not only signifies a military triumph, but also illustrates the power of obedience to God's will. For modern readers, Jericho stands as a metaphor for the formidable challenges we face in life, which can be overcome by aligning our actions with our faith. The fall of Jericho had far-reaching effects beyond its immediate military and moral implications. Throughout his tenure, Joshua faced numerous strategic challenges and setbacks that tested his leadership mettle. One significant episode was the defeat at Ai, which followed the spectacular victory at Jericho. This loss was a stark reminder that success in leadership often depends on adherence to ethical standards and divine directives. The defeat at Ai was attributed to Achan's disobedience, who took forbidden spoils from Jericho, illustrating how individual actions can affect collective destiny. Joshua's response to this crisis showcases his qualities as a leader. Instead of despairing, he sought clarity from God, demonstrating his reliance on divine guidance even in moments of failure. By addressing the sin within the camp, Joshua restored the moral and spiritual order, paving the way for future victories. In the renewed attack on Ai, Joshua employed a clever ambush strategy, showing his tactical flexibility and ability to learn from past mistakes. This victory was crucial, not just for its military value, but for restoring the morale of the Israelites. Joshua's dealings with the Gibeonites reflect his strategic thinking and the complexity of leadership decisions. One of the most extraordinary moments in Joshua's leadership was during the battle against the Amorite kings, when he prayed for the sun to stand still. This audacious prayer led to one of the most miraculous events in the Bible, God heeding Joshua's request, causing the sun to halt in the sky, prolonging the day until the Israelites secured victory. This dramatic intervention highlights the power of prayer and the personal relationship Joshua maintained with God. Joshua's boldness in prayer is a critical lesson in faith. It teaches us about the potential of our prayers to invoke divine intervention in our lives. The prolongation of daylight was not just about winning a battle. It was a sign of God's active presence and favor towards the Israelites under Joshua's leadership. This event solidified Joshua's authority and his status as a leader favored by God. It serves as a potent reminder that with God, even the impossible can become possible, encouraging a faith that expects and experiences the extraordinary. After the conquests, Joshua faced the complex task of dividing the Promised Land among the 12 tribes of Israel. This was not merely a logistical challenge, but a test of his fairness and wisdom. Each tribe had different needs, and their allocations had to reflect their specific circumstances, including their size, strength, and past contributions. Joshua's approach to this task demonstrated his ability to balance these factors, ensuring a fair distribution that maintained harmony among the tribes. Joshua's methodology in distributing the land involved both divine guidance and practical wisdom. He relied on lots, a method that attributed the division process to God's will, thus minimizing disputes among the tribes. By personally overseeing the land allocation, Joshua ensured that the division was not just a fulfillment of God's promise, but also a foundation for future peace and stability among the tribes. His farewell speeches, in which he reminded the Israelites of their covenant with God and urged them to serve God faithfully, underscore the moral and spiritual leadership he continued to exhibit. Joshua's leadership style was marked by a number of distinctive traits and qualities that made him an effective and memorable leader. His courage and decisiveness, demonstrated in his military campaigns and strategic decisions, were foundational to his success. However, it was his profound faith and obedience to God that truly defined his leadership. Joshua's ability to lead was deeply intertwined with his spiritual life, showing that effective leadership can stem from strong moral and spiritual convictions. His consultative approach is another notable aspect of his leadership. Joshua often sought the counsel of others and the guidance of God before making decisions. This inclusive approach not only enhanced the decisions made, but also fostered a sense of community and shared purpose among the Israelites. Transparency and accountability were also hallmark features of Joshua's leadership. His resilience in the face of challenges, whether it be military defeats or internal strife, speaks to his enduring spirit and perseverance. Joshua's legacy extends far beyond his historical context, offering enduring lessons for leadership, faith, and perseverance. His life serves as a powerful example of how unwavering faith in God can guide one through both triumphs and trials. The principles he embodied are as relevant today as they were in his time, providing guidance not only for individual conduct, but also for community and leadership. One of the key lessons from Joshua's life is the importance of courage and conviction in pursuing one's goals. His ability to lead the Israelites into numerous battles and to establish them in the Promised Land despite formidable obstacles is a testament to his bravery and determination. This teaches us that with faith and perseverance, challenges can be overcome and objectives achieved. Joshua's story also highlights the significance of ethical leadership. His adherence to God's commands, even when they seemed illogical or difficult, underscores the importance of maintaining integrity and ethical standards. Joshua's story, while ancient, holds profound relevance for the modern world. His experiences and the lessons they impart cut across centuries to provide guidance on leadership, faith, and integrity. In a world rife with challenges and complexities, his life offers clear examples of how to navigate adversity with faith and ethical leadership. Joshua's reliance on God for guidance and his commitment to his community set standards that are timeless. In today's fast-paced and often uncertain environment, the qualities that define Joshua's leadership, courage, faith, ethics, and a focus on the collective good, are more necessary than ever. His story encourages us to seek deeper connections with our communities and to lead in ways that are both innovative and grounded in ethical principles. By studying his life and applying the lessons he exemplified, we can aspire to lead in ways that make a lasting, positive impact. Here are some interesting facts about Joshua. Joshua was one of the 12 spies sent by Moses to explore the land of Canaan. His faith and positive report set him apart from the others. He led the Israelites in the Battle of Jericho, where the walls of the city fell after they marched around it for 7 days, showcasing his strategic acumen and unwavering faith. Joshua's name means "the Lord is salvation," reflecting his deep spiritual connection and his role as a divinely appointed leader. He lived to be 110 years old, leaving behind a legacy of courage, faith, and leadership. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the Closer to God channel for more inspiring content.